am Tyler Boronski alongside Cal Quantrill of the Atlanta Braves now. I gotta get used to saying that. We're just joking. Maybe quickest, one of the quickest homecomings. Not quite the same day of, but pretty close to that. What's it like to return so quickly after being just a Marlin last week?
It's convenient for the packing.
Yes.
Get the apartment packed up and get moved over, but good to see the guys right away. And you'd like to pitch against the old team, but it's almost a bonus to just enjoy 3 days and hopefully watch the Braves win 3 games and then say goodbye to Miami.
Yeah. I actually was going to ask logistically. So it's going to be like you're staying at the apartment for the next few days, packing everything up. Like you don't have to come back in the off season type of deal.
No. We'll get all packed up and we'll be. This will be the last of Miami for my wife and I.
What were you expecting going into this year? You could be a trade candidate at the deadline. You obviously didn't get moved right away, but they put you on waivers to get claimed by the Braves. Like, what were you expecting going into this year with the Marlins?
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was going to be a young team, and that a certain amount of like a leadership role as well. But for me, it was about going out and reestablishing, what I think I can be capable of at this level. And the goal was to be an inning eater, and I think I can still be that. It wasn't exactly how I was used over there, but that's all right. The focus now is just having a great last month here and putting myself in a position to make a difference next year. But I think this is a great move for me. I think that this is a really solid team. I know that maybe the record is a little disappointing for some people, but you can still see how great this team is. I faced them twice this year.
Right.
I promise you I was not excited to face them. I think there's a lot to be excited about here, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Yeah, I was going to ask to that point. Actually, they're not where they want to be in the standings, the Braves. Are you surprised that they were the team out of all teams to actually claim you?
Yeah, I mean, anytime everyone tries to play GM, you'll never be right.
Yeah.
I think there was just an opportunity to fill some innings here and try and help them win ball games. And I respect the fact that this team is still trying to win ball games, and I think it just goes to show how talented this roster is. There's absolutely no point in taking this last month for granted. We might as well send it and see what's possible, and do our best to prepare ourselves for next year.
So go back to the Marlins. What's sort of about their pitching philosophy there? What Moskowitz and Brandon Mann, those guys are teaching the young group over there. What's sort of about how they're approaching things there?
Yeah, I mean it is a very young group over there. I think for them it's mostly about getting guys settled and feeling confident at this level so that they can go on and have big years to come. I think that it was about getting a couple of the guys back in the zone, becoming strike throwers, and allowing there's some guys over there with really, really good stuff. Kind of giving themselves the best chance to succeed. So obviously wish them nothing but the best other than these 3 games, and made some good friends on the team over there. And like I said, it's when you're competing, it's hardcore competition, but it is a fraternity, and I'd love to see those guys succeed in the future.
Kind of along those lines, like, what do you think about their core moving forward? Because I think this was a year of like you said, getting some guys back on track, and honestly for the position players, like just figuring out who could be part of their next wave. Whenever they make the playoffs again, and it looks like guys like Stowers, Marsee, Agustin, like those will be the guys that's part of that next group. What do you think about their kind of young core that they're looking to identify this year?
Well, they're not lacking talent, but part of being a good baseball team is learning how to win. And I think that we started to take that step this year, and they'll have to continue to further that in years to come. But I think of that position group, Stowers has obviously had a fantastic year, and he's such a great person. I think that there's a bright future there. Agustin came up, and he's hit the ball hard since the day he got here, and I think there's a lot to be excited about. Marsee's a good player too, and I think what's most important is that they just continue to get better. The NL East is no joke. Braves are going to be great again next year, and the Mets and the Phillies aren't going to go away either. So, and obviously the Nationals are very talented as well. So I think it's no complacency, continue to get better, and I think they have a group of young players that are dedicated to doing that. So, like I said, wishing them nothing but the best, and hopefully they get it done.
Last one for you. What do you want to prove to yourself, these last month? I know, the Mets started didn't go quite how you wanted. You have the injury as well. Like, I want to be the innings eater guy for Miami. But what do you want to prove to yourself in this last month?
Yeah, I think honestly, I thought that Met start was closer to me than I was here. You know, I was given a leash. I threw 95 pitches or whatever it was. Right. I just didn't command the zone the way I'm capable of, and it kind of burnt me. But you know, hey, that's a good team. We were in the game. We had a chance to win, and I think that what I think makes me good is that you're going to look up in the 6th inning. I'm still going to be in there, and you know, the goal is to make 32 starts and have a chance to win every one of them. So I think it's finding my way back to that here for the last month. It's not that far away. I think my numbers are a little deceiving this year. I've thrown a lot of great baseball. I just a couple games got out of hand, and it's kind of how the sport goes. So I think for this last month, it's just about showing that when I'm on the mound, the Braves have a good chance of winning, and seeing where that leaves me.
Thanks for your time, Cal. Yep. Enjoy these 3 days back. There you go.
Hey, yeah, I be flying with the angels every day, yeah. I play this fool, but life is great, fam. Ooh, I work 60 hours a day, man. Yeah, I'm built to grind, it's my escape plan.